Hey, everybody. Um, Good morning. Thank you for joining us today. Coffee Talk with Trey. This will be our January 22nd opportunity to discuss what transpired on yesterday in our school board meeting. And so, again, as we have done this now for a couple of months, we will be joining you live here via these platforms on Facebook and also on YouTube, where we can discuss what just transpired in our board meeting, Board of Education meeting for the Cobb County School District, which took place on yesterday, January the 21st. We had a 3 p.m. work session and a voting session at 7 p.m. And so we will recap those things, and we'll also talk about some of the things that are important in and around our community, and we'll just discuss and talk and have a good time. So let's start off with a recap of yesterday. On yesterday, the Cobb County School District Board of Education approved another loan opportunity to for $100 million to start construction early and things of that nature. So nothing really eventful in other than doing business. I want to take an opportunity to thank the public comment speakers who came and addressed the board on yesterday, and our superintendent. We really appreciate hearing from each and every one of you. Particularly from Post 3, we had Deborah Johnson, who is our immediate past chair and chair emeritus of the Austell Community Task Force, and she spoke, and also one of our residents, Ms. Cynthia Johnson, also spoke as well. And so we're appreciative to have engagement from within our community, speaking directly to our Board of Education and to our superintendent. So I appreciate you guys coming out and taking time out of your day to do that. And they did that during our 3 p.m. session. Our 7 p.m. session, we had a lot of teachers to come and speak and voice their concerns in regards to communication and some other things at the 7 p.m. meeting. And so we are appreciative for their engagement and coming to speak to the board as well and speak to the superintendent. And so so I don't know, many of you may have seen the articles that were written by the Atlanta Journal-Constitution and by the MDJ in regards to a demonstration outside of the Cobb County School District district office on yesterday evening. And so you can find those, some a write-up in regards to those chain of events as well in the Marietta Daily Journal and also the Atlanta Journal and Constitution. So those are also available. Let's just say, and that's all we're going to really talk about as far as school business is concerned. There was an update on last week to the ctls platform. That's our Cobb Teaching and Learning Systems platform that we are utilizing for our learning management software. This is where all of our communication comes from. This is where our children are learning virtually from. And so there was a learning release on last week where, as you can see, updates for our students in regards to their dashboard and how to navigate. And so hopefully through these updates, we are getting better and making the process easier for our students that are engaging in digital learning. And so I want to make sure that I put that out there. Please go to the school district website to get more information in regards to that. They have some wonderful graphics helping you to navigate the new some of the updates. And so I think that is very helpful for us when trying to assist our students and also for our students navigating the online process. So please take a moment to go out and take a look at that, those opportunities. Next, I want to thank everyone who supported us during the campaign season, and now we are officially a member of the Cobb County School District Board of Education, and we were sworn in. And so I want to personally thank my family for coming to support and being in that moment with me. I appreciate that. My mom, my dad, and my father's wife, Mrs. Brenda Hutchins, as well as my two little boys, Marlon and Chemo. I appreciate them. I also want to take a moment to thank one of our newest Superior Court judges here in Cobb County, Miss Kelly Hill, for swearing me in. I counted a privilege, I counted an honor that one of our Superior Court judges would take the opportunity and the time to make my day very, very, very memorable. As you may know, Miss Kelly Hill, Judge Kelly Hill, the Honorable Judge Kelly Hill, is a resident of Post 3, has been for years, and she's a part of the South Cobb community. And even over the summer, when we were out feeding our children and making sure that they had food, the Honorable Judge Kelly Hill came and she was assisting us with packing lunches and distributing to our children. And so I really want to thank our partner, our Superior Court Judge, the Honorable Judge Kelly Hill, for everything that she's done for the community, everything that she's going to continue to do, and for making my day a very special day. So I appreciate that, and I don't take that for granted. I want to make sure I did mention that. Moving right along, we there were several chain of events that took place that that are heavy on my heart. And one was the passing of Patrick Key. Patrick Edward Key taught at Hendricks Elementary School, and he passed away on Christmas Day, December the 25th, 2020, due to complications with COVID-19. And we followed that story, and we continue to keep Miss Priscilla Key in our thoughts and prayers every single day. But we were able to do something I thought would be very special, and that was to create the Patrick Key Memorial Arts Scholarship. And that scholarship can be found at our Cobb Schools Foundation website. If you go there, and I put the web link there, so that we can continue to support this effort. This effort is going to be where we will offer scholarships for our teachers who are teaching art education. And oftentimes, as you know, they will not have all the necessary supplies and things that they need for, especially in our larger school buildings where we have 1,000 kids, 1,000 plus elementary school kids. And Mr. Key has made it a point. He has been buying supplies out of his personal money for years. And so what we have decided to do was make the burden easier for some of our art educators by creating a fund in his name to memorialize his name, so that our art educators will have an opportunity to receive some funds annually to assist them with getting supplies and the necessary tools that they're going to need to really make an impact in the lives of our children. And so I am urging each and every one of you to reach in to your pockets. Please support this memorial fund. We have a goal of $25,000 to start it off with, so that we can make sure that it is sustainable. And so I also want to make sure that I put that out there, because I think this is very important, and this is very special and dear to my heart. This is also very special and dear to Mrs. Priscilla Key heart, and I'm glad that this brought joy to her. And this is really a special moment because Hendricks Elementary is one of the schools in Post 3, and Mrs. Priscilla Key also teaches at a school here in Post 3. She teaches at Clay Harmony Leland Elementary School. And so these educators are very dear and close to my heart, and so I appreciate everyone for supporting this scholarship and making this scholarship a very big event, a very big thing, so that we can continue it for years to come. So thank you very much for your support in that particular endeavor. So before we move on, I am a little overwhelmed because in the last 24, 48 hours, we have lost some more educators. And so the first educator that I want to talk about is Coachtico Browning. He was a coach at Osborne High School, and that community, the Osborne High School community, is grieving. The Cobb County School District community is grieving. We are all grieving the loss of Coachtico Browning, and he passed away yesterday or 2 days ago in an automobile accident. And so we want to keep Tico Browning and his family, his son and his daughter and his wife, in our thoughts and prayers as we're moving through the rest of this month. There is a GoFundMe page for Tico Browning to help support his wife, his son, his young son, and his newly born daughter. So if you will please take the time out of your schedule to also peruse that GoFundMe page and be a blessing to the Tico Browning family. It is also again appreciated. Uh, we also lost an educator from Kemp Elementary School. Her name is Dana Johnson. Dana Johnson um, is loved by her community and by her school. This is a big hit for the Kemp family, and so we want to take time to honor her and appreciate her for her service to the Cobb County School District, to Kemp Elementary, and to our children over the years. And so this was released a couple days ago, or yesterday rather. And so we are keeping the Dana Johnson's family in our thoughts and our prayers as well as we transition through this season of COVID. Um, Lastly, we also want to keep the family of Cynthia Lindsey in our thoughts and prayers. She is an educator at Sedalia Park Elementary School, and unfortunately, we lost her as well as Miss Dana Johnson on yesterday. Complications to COVID-19, and so we are we're just overwhelmed at the moment, but we want to make sure that we continue to keep these families in our thoughts and prayers. Miss Cynthia Miss Cynthia Lindsey also has a GoFundMe page. If we can please support these families, it would be greatly appreciated. It will help remove some of the burden that they are currently bearing, and so we would appreciate that. So what we're going to do right now is take a moment of silence in regards to our fallen educators. In the name of Patrick Edward Key, Coachtico Browning, educator Dana Johnson, and educator Cynthia Lindsey. So if we can do that for a few moments and just take a moment of silence for our educators. Those we love. Those we love don't go away. They walk beside us every day, unseen, unheard, but always near. Still loved, still missed, and very dear. Wishing us hope in the midst of sorrow, offering comfort in the midst of pain, both today and tomorrow. We love each and every one of you, and we thank you for your service to our children and to the Cobb County School District. All right. We are moving on to a must-see. And this right here is one of the, as you know, every month I want to make sure that I include in our education update some family-friendly opportunities where you can grab your family and sit down and watch a movie and enjoy some family time together. And so this particular Disney Pixar movie, Soul, is one that I chose for the month of January. I believe it came out in December, but I want to feature it today. And this is about an educator. He is a music teacher, and a love for music, and a love for jazz. And this particular movie, my sons and I enjoyed while we were getting our haircuts, and then we came home and had to watch it again because it was so good. I do advise that we watch. It's about emotions. It's about traveling through our emotions and making sure that we are emotionally sound and has some good music to it, a good storyline. And so this is definitely a family must-see. In addition to that, we also have another movie that I think will be very good for us to watch. It's called American Skin. This is not a family-friendly movie. Maybe some of your teenagers, but again, this is not a family-friendly movie. This is an adult movie, and it's called American Skin. It is written by Nate Parker, and supported by Spike Lee Films. And this is an excellent movie in regards to some of the social things that we have experienced and that we are experiencing. And it is a very good movie, and it tells the story of America, but it also brings highlight to how perspectives are, how people perceive different things, and how we can move forward. And at the bottom, you see it. This is probably my favorite line. It's time to change the narrative. And if you know, that is something that I have stressed and that I will continue to talk about, is changing the narrative. And so in regards to our police and our justice system and things of that nature, American Skin is something that you want to spend some time with and watch. It is very thought-provoking. One of my favorite movies of 2021 so far. So please, in your spare time, please take the time out to watch that particular movie. There we go. So here we go. I'm back. What we're going to do now is we're going to have a couple of call to actions. Actually, you know what? Before we move forward, I have the trailer. So let me go ahead and play the trailers for Soul, because I think that's what I wanted to do in the first place. So let's play the trailer for Soul.
What is this place?
What's your name, honey?
I'm Joe. I teach middle school band. Got it, go for it! Today started out as the best day of my life.
Back here tonight, first show's at 7.
Yes! Woohoo! You know what that's gonna say? Joe Gardner. I did it, I got the gig.
Must have been sudden for you.
What? Oh my goodness, help! I'm not done! Oh my goodness! Huh? Is this heaven?
No, it's the great before. This is where new souls get their personalities, quirks, and interests before they go to Earth.
Meet 22.
I don't want to go to Earth.
Stop fighting this.
I don't want to. Oh, hey, look, I already know everything about Earth, and I don't want anything to do with it.
You're missing out on the joys of life, like pizza. I can't smell. We can't taste either?
All that stuff is in your body.
No smell, no taste.
Or touch. See?
Okay, I get it. Wow, it's my life.
Is all this living really worth dying for? You're still alive?
Can you help me get back?
No way!
There I am. What are we waiting for?
Wait, not me!
This weird.
What is it?
151,000 souls going to the great beyond every day, and I count every single one of them. The count's off.
Huh.
That was it. And here is the trailer for American Skin. Again, this is not the family-friendly movie, but please take a look at the trailer.
You remember me?
How you doing tonight?
Doing well, officer.
Can I see your driver's license, registration, and insurance, please?
Of course. My license is right here, my wallet. It's all right, son.
You remember the night in July?
Hands up!
Hey!
Wait! Put the phone down! Put that phone! Sorry, it's a phone! It's a cell phone! It's just a cell phone!
You knew he was unarmed.
Get to the car and put your hands in the air! Officer, please, he's just a kid!
You pointed your gun at him.
Okay, get out of the car, son. Easy.
You pulled the trigger.
Put the phone away! Put the phone away!
The
grand jury determined that no probable cause exists to file any charges against Officer Randall.
This is my son. This is my little boy. You took that from me. The world took that from me. Today we make that right. Hear me when I say this, because I'm only going to say it once. Don't stop filming.
You should just give up now.
Why are we the only people in this country that are expected to do things without violence? I didn't mean to kill your son! What you did. I did what I was trying to do! I just want justice. That's all I want. This is your jury. The deciders of your fate. Today, you will be tried for the murder of my son. You scared? Are you afraid?
All right, thank you. So, thank you for those of you who have joined. I see Miss Monica Delancey has joined us. Also, I see Miss Larissa has joined us, and Larissa says thank you. She's going to work with the South Cobb Arts Alliance on ways to raise funds for the Patrick Key Foundation. So, Larissa, we thank you. Larissa has been what I consider to be one of my right arms here in South Cobb. Whenever we need anything, it doesn't matter what it is, I call on Larissa and she's always there. And so, Larissa, I really appreciate your heart and your love for our community, for our children, and have given of your time, your efforts, and your energy for so many years for our children. And so I really appreciate it. I also appreciate you tuning in today, and also going to do some work with the South Cobb Arts Alliance in this regard. So I really, really, really appreciate it. Monica Delancey as well for always supporting our families here in the southern portion of the county. And so it is appreciated, and we honor you guys today. So thank you so very much for that. I got my PTA coffee today. I'm excited to be drinking out of this piece of ware today. This was given to me from our PTA, and so South Cobb Council PTA, and I appreciate them. They oversee and help support 28 local schools here in the southern portion of the county, making sure that we have active PTAs and PTSAs. And so I appreciate that board and each and every one of you for supporting our children and our education communities and our teachers here in the southern portion of the county. All right, so we're moving on because we're almost done. We have some call to actions today. Our first call to action is it goes with our CDC, the 3 W's, and when we're talking about washing our hands and making sure that we are watching our distance and staying within 6 feet of each other, and making sure that we stay inside as much as possible. And if we do not have to go out and congregate with other people, then don't do so. I just want to stress the importance of making sure that we stay safe and that we help to lower the spread of COVID-19 within our community. I am asking everyone to wear masks when possible, especially if you're out in public, wear a mask. Those are part of the CDC guidelines to help us mitigate this spread. And so I just want us to be safe. I want our educators to be safe as they are in the school buildings educating our children. Parents, please be responsible, and I understand for those of you that have to work and you cannot stay home with your children, I understand that, but what we're asking is for a level of responsibility to ensure that we are making sure that our educators are safe, because without the educators in the building, we can't teach, whether it be face-to-face or whether it be virtually. And so we need to make sure we have a good balance here in Cobb County. And as a parent who has sent their children back to school, in fact, I believe all 3 board members, myself, Dr. Howard, and Sharice Davis, we are the school board members that currently have children in our immediate family in the school buildings. and all of our children are face-to-face when possible. We send them back because we believe that face-to-face is the optimal learning environment for children. And so as parents, that is a decision that we have made. But at the same time, we need the community to help ensure that that is a safe learning environment, just not just for our children, but also for our educators and our staff that is supporting our educators. And so what that is something that we're asking currently. Our schools are working with us to help mitigate this spread, and if they're giving us options to stay home and do virtual learning right now. In fact, today is the last day of virtual learning. I do believe on Monday we will probably, unless the superintendent gives an announcement today, we will probably go back to face-to-face instruction on Monday. So also just be mindful that information does come out on Fridays, and I know that may seem late for some of us parents to manage, but we're asking that still look out for those notices from your schools and from the district, and take advantage of the website and the communication that is given to us so that we can make the best decisions for our children and for our families and for our community. But as Dr. Memark has said on several forums over the last couple of weeks, thank you, Commissioner Cupid here in Cobb County for hosting Dr. Memark earlier this week. I believe David Scott, our congressman, hosted Dr. Memark as well, and on last week I believe it was, and she was clear in her ask of the community, and she said, if at all possible, if you can virtually learn and keep your children at home and stay at home, she urged each and every one of us to consider that as we're moving forward, so that we can help mitigate the loss or the spread rather of COVID-19. And so that is my recommendation as well. That is my drop the mic, stay safe, wear your mask, and be responsible, and be a leader, and wear your mask. It's just that simple. Wash your hands, stay home when at all possible, and be responsible. I have received emails from people, educators that have stated that parents, we are sending our children to the building sick, and we are aware that they're sick, and we're still sending them there because of our inability to take off work and things of that nature. But unfortunately, it's just not responsible to do that. And we are asking that during this time, I believe most of our employers are understanding or trying to be understanding during this time. We are in a once in a century pandemic, so we're just asking that everyone have grace and use wisdom as we're moving forward. So that's all we have for today. I want to thank everyone for joining us for our coffee talk today. As we continue to move forward, we will have more. I have another coffee talk that's going to be scheduled in the next couple of weeks, and we're going to be talking with some community leaders about some of the work that they're doing around our county and around our immediate area here in South Cobb to help support education. So look forward to that. We will have some of that coming real soon. And until next time, know that I love you and I appreciate each and every one of you, and be safe out there.
There's a moment when you realize all the things they said